Combining like terms too. Previously, we've been introduced to two types of algebra tiles. We have our 1 square and our x rectangle. In this video, we're going to be introducing a new type of tile and seeing how these tiles interact. Here's our new tile. Let's go ahead and recap our previous tiles. So the reason why this is called a 1 square is because it has a height and base of 1, and 1 times 1 gives us an area of 1. And for our x piece, this has a base of 1 and a height that's unknown, which we call x. And we multiply 1 times x, we get an area of x. Now let's go and compare our square with our new tile. Do we know exactly what the height of our new tile is going to be? It looks like it's a little bit bigger than 3 and less than 4, but we don't know exactly where this lands. We don't quite know what the height of our new tile is going to be. How does this tile compare with our x tile? Hopefully you notice that they both have the same height. So the height of our new tile is going to be x. Now let's go and compare the width or the base of our new tile. Notice that the base of our new tile has a width of x. So if it has a height of x and a base of x, what's the area of this new tile? What should we call this new tile? Well, x times x is going to give us x squared. So our new tile is going to be a large square with an area of x squared. Now what are some things we can do with our new x squared tile? We can move our x squared tile. We can change it from positive to negative. And just like with opposite signs, we have a positive x squared and a negative x squared. These are going to cancel out. Can we combine a x squared and an x? What do you think is going to happen when we combine these two? Notice that even though they both have x squares and x's cannot interact. Even though they both have x, these are represented by different terms. This one has an exponent and this one doesn't. So just like before, we can only interact x squares together, we can only combine x's together, and we can only combine 1's together. So when solving problems involving multiple tiles, we want to group these together so that each term is with terms like itself. Problem 1. When combining like terms, can we group these x squared and these x's together? Notice that even though these both have x, these are different size tiles. X is not the same as an x squared. So we're not going to group those together. We're going to group 2x squared with x squared. So what's 2x squared plus x squared going to be? If I count these up, we have a total of 3 x squares. Now let's go and combine our 2x and 6x, combining our x's together. So if I count all the x tiles now, 6 plus 2 more, we have a total of 8 x's. So our final answer is going to be 3x squares plus 8x. Problem 2, let's go and group our x squares together. What's 2x squared plus 2x squared going to be? If we just count these up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a total of 4x squares. Now let's go and combine our x's together. What's 7x plus 3x going to be? Putting all the x's together, 3, 6, 9, 10. We have a total of 10 x's plus 10x. Now let's go and group our 1's together. 4 plus 1 more. We have a total of 5 small blue squares, so an additional plus 5. So our final answer is going to be 4x squared plus 10x plus 5. Problem 3, let's group our x squares together. What's 3x squared minus x squared going to be? Remember that when we have opposite signs, these are going to cancel out. So it looks like we're left with 2x squares. Now let's go ahead and combine our x's. What's negative 5x and 8x going to be? Just like before, these are opposite signs, so they're going to cancel out. So it looks like we're left with 3x's left over. Now let's go and combine our 1's. We have 6 squares and then 2 red squares. 6 and negative 2, these are going to cancel out. And we're left with 4 left over, plus 4. So our final answer is going to be 2x squared plus 3x plus 4. Problem 4. Let's put our x squares together. What's negative x squared plus x squared? Opposites are going to cancel out. So we just have one tile left over. We have an x squared left over. But remember that this is a red tile left over, a negative x squared. So we have a negative x squared left over. Now let's go and put our x's together. We have 4x and then negative 2x. These are opposite signs, so they're going to cancel out. So we have 2x's left over plus 2x. Now let's go and combine our ones. We have positive 9 and 3 more. Notice that 9 and 3 are both the same sign. They're both positive. So nothing's going to cancel out. And we just count those up. 9 and 3 more. That's going to add up to plus 12. So we have a negative x squared, 2x plus 12. Problem 5. What's negative 2x squared and negative 3x squared going to be? So let's go and group those together. Notice that these are the same sign, so nothing's going to cancel out. So counting up, we have a total of 5 red x's. So this is going to be negative 5x squares. Now let's go and combine our x's. We have negative 3x and negative 4x. Just like before, these are the same sign, so nothing's going to cancel out. So counting up, we have a total of 7 red x's minus 7x. Let's go and combine our ones. What's 4 and negative 5 going to be? Notice that these are opposite signs, so they're going to cancel out. And since we have more reds, we're going to have a negative 1 left over, minus 1. So our final answer is going to be negative 5x squared minus 7x minus 1. In conclusion, when combining like terms, we want to group like tiles together. We're going to group x squares together, we're going to group x's together, and we're going to group 1's together.